Right now, there's no peace in place of peace. The battle for the Ekurhuleni mayoral chain rages on. The metro has been without a mayor for over 2 years following the removal of DA leader Tanya Campbell. Thembisa residents are concerned with the changes and what it will mean for service delivery. Now they're stepping up to take matters into their own hands. Local leaders are holding a meeting with residents to encourage local waste removal. Let's discuss some of the issues that residents have been having. We're joined now by Xolani Mnisi, who is with the Thembisa Community Forum, just to give us more details. Xolani, thank you very much for your time. While the politicians are busy talking about who's going to, take power in the city of Ekurhuleni, tell me a little bit about, you're already residents who were complaining about a lack of service delivery in Thembisa a few months ago. How's it looking now? Has it gotten worse?
Oh, well, thank you so much, ma'am, and thank you for having me in the show. I'm going to be frank with you, it is got worse. As we speak, it's been around 2 to 3 weeks where refuse has not been collected. As we speak right now, the township is very dirty. It has turned into a dump site, in fact. So service delivery has deteriorated in very much significantly, and as Thembisa residents, we are quite very much concerned about it. But we as a Thembisa Community Forum, we've been speaking and to residents, and one of the resolution that we're taking is that certain services that we can provide for ourselves, we are going to do just that. This, for instance, the very same one of refuse removal, because there's refuse everywhere and it is affecting us. So we've decided that we would collect it ourselves and we will take it to dump sites ourselves, because we cannot rely on a municipality that is not there.
And today they are electing a new mayor, almost over a week actually since Tanya Campbell was ousted. What are you hoping to hear after today's council meeting? Do you even care as residents who takes the helm?
In fact, we don't care. I think we as Thembisans have been political collateral damage for a long time, and we no longer care who's in the helm of the municipality. The only thing that we want good service delivery. 1, 2, we want all the grievances that we've been raising with the municipality all along to be attended to. One of the grievances is the high property rates and taxes that we pay here in Thembisa. That's very much affecting us as Thembisans. So we just want whoever that's going to come in to come and interact with the people of Thembisa and take them into their confidence that all their grievances will be sorted from here going forward.
And you'll be showing live visuals, in fact, on the other side of mine in your interview, Xolani, live visuals of what's happening in council there in Ekurhuleni, with them taking nominations. And I'll tell you who exactly has been nominated. I just want you to tell me this. Were you happy when council ousted Tanya Campbell? Because at some point, Thembisa residents had a problem specifically with her.
I wouldn't say we had really much specifically a problem with her. The only problem that we had with her was the fact that she didn't come to meet with the Thembisa residents. It was nothing political. It was only her being unavailable when we needed her most. So it's not anything that has to do with any political party or any individual. It's on basic principles of service delivery. So whoever is nominated, honestly, those who have political interest but not interest of service delivery and of really taking care of people will be happy about it. As I said, we don't care. We just want someone that will going to come in and listen to us and ensure that our grievances are taken care of. So in terms of Tanya Campbell, in her personal capacity, we have nothing against her, because the problems in Thembisa didn't start last year, November, when she was in the helm of the municipality. They've been there for years. Yeah. So it would be wrong for us to say we have something against the person. So it was only not being available when the community was calling on her to come and interact with the community that then we had a bit of complaints about her. But all in all, we had no personal vendetta against her or her political party. It goes back to what we are saying. Based on principle of service delivery, whoever will be on the helm or whoever is nominated must come to Thembisa and interact with the people of Thembisa and take them into his confidence or her confidence that their grievances that have been there for years will be attended to. Simple as that.
Xolani, I'm just going to tell you what the nominations look like so far. And I have a question for you, of course. As you can see there to the viewers, we are live for you on the other side of your screen. Those are live visuals coming to you from the council sitting in Ekurhuleni. And here's how the nominations have gone. The DA re-nominating Tanya Campbell. The EFF came in and nominated Nkululeko Dunga. And then Mzwandile Masina has nominated the ANC's Jongi Zizwe Dlabati. But what we found out is that although Dunga, on behalf of the EFF's nomination, had accepted nomination, he has now withdrawn. So we have our reporter, Buleli Tweety Jones, who's been texting us and telling us how it's going in council. But I want to come back to you, Xolani. You mentioned that the problems in Thembisa are not new. These are problems that persisted even when the ANC was at the helm. And the ANC has been at the helm in Ekurhuleni for many years, since 1994, in fact. And the DA had only taken the helm about a year ago. So, your issue, the issue here, or rather the question I'm trying to ask you is, would you be comfortable with the ANC coming back? Because at some point, obviously we know what happened in November last year. People opted not to go vote, and that's why we find ourselves with a coalition, right? So would you be okay with an ANC mayor coming back for the city of Ekurhuleni?
The electorate spoke last year, and unfortunately the political system of the country works in certain ways. Being happy about the ANC coming back, or the DA or the EFF, goes back to principle and what I've been saying all along. We don't care whether it's the ANC, whether it's the DA or the EFF. We just want someone that is going to come and address the problems that we have. Because I'm gonna be frank. We started.
But do you trust the ANC to be able to address the problems that you have, Xolani, if they've been at the helm since '94, and you're saying that your problem was never with Tanya Campbell because the problems persisted even before November when she became mayor, right? So would you be comfortable with an ANC that will come back? And yes, they probably listen to your grievances when you call them to Thembisa, but have they sorted them out during the years that they were actually elected as, as the governing party?
Well, some of the problems that we did raise while they were still in power, they were not sorted out. So things have changed. They were ousted, and they've seen, because what happened in Thembisa in August, it had never happened, I think, in years. I think when someone was saying it had never happened since 1987. So they've seen a side of Thembisa that I believe that they haven't seen post-democracy. So I believe, because we've been interacting with some of them, and they know what's happening, and they're willing to talk, they're willing to interact with people. In fact, Jongi Zizwe was one of the people that came to one of the wards here in Thembisa to talk to Thembisa regarding what was happening. So I believe whoever will be in power is willing to listen, because what happened here in August was very much unprecedented. And it's something that has gained even provincial and national attention. So whoever will be in power, they wouldn't be that stupid enough not to listen to us. I'm sorry to use those words. But all in all, the country's, the community is going forward, and the community does not care who's in power, because we don't want to be political collateral damage while we don't gain what's rightfully ours.
And just lastly, Xolani, as a community leader, I'm sure you understand the importance now of municipal elections. I think now people can see, with the breakdown of all these coalitions, particularly in Gauteng so far, how important municipal elections are compared to the national ones, because those directly affect you. So I'm just, I just want to know from you, Xolani, if you'll be discussing in your meetings with residents how what happened last year probably shouldn't happen again, for people to go out there and actually vote, so that they, especially during municipal elections, so that they get the services that they think they need. And then you'll know exactly who to go for if you don't get those services, because with the coalition government, as you can see now, the breakdown is quite bad.
In fact, unfortunately, we cannot dictate who do people choose to vote for.
Yeah.
Because as the forum, we represent all the residents, some from, all of them, in fact, from different political parties and stuff. But people are seeing, and I think this is more important, not only from the perspective of the community, but also of political parties. To say, guys, as political parties, whether ANC, EFF, or DA, or whatever political party, are we really ready to really listen to the people and govern in a right way? So as a Thembisa Community Forum, we will not dictate to people who should they vote for and what should they do, but we'll always say, whoever is in the helm, we as the Thembisa Community Forum and as the community must, at the end of the day, come up with one consensus and understanding that is beyond political affiliation. So what happens in the voting and in politics, anyone has the right to vote for whoever that they want to vote for. But at the end of the day, as Thembisans, whatever we want as a collective, beyond political affiliation, must be provided because we are a paying township. So going forth, we are going to interact with people. We are doing that, but we are not going to dictate to them who should they vote for. People do see what's happening, and we do tell them what's happening, but we don't dictate to them who should they vote for. It's their choice at the end of the day.